So पहले 6 महीने it's not going to be easy because you have to build your reputation, and once you build that.
Hi everyone, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel Merchant Navy Decoded. I've got Captain Gaurav Rana with me. He will tell us how can a young Merchant Navy officer who wants to quit sailing and join shore with options in business development. So let's know from him his take on this. So sir, please help us, guide us for any Merchant Navy officer who wants to quit sailing. What can he do as a business development officer? What are the leads? What are the opportunities? How much can be the salary that he can expect? What all upskilling courses that he need to do?
Sure. Thanks for having me, Praneeth. So essentially, what happens is that um, the maritime industry in itself is so very big, and they offer so many services, and utilize so many services as well, right? Uh, and you need someone to build a relationship, market these services, and at the end sell them as well, right? So that's the role of a business development sales guy. I'm just using these terms a little loosely over here. These are different, but essentially idea is to be get into a network, establish relationships, and in a way influence in selling of a product, right? Now a couple of more minutes on the context as well. Earlier, the decision makers used to be only outside India, right? Singapore, US, Europe, over Japan. But nowadays, the decision making is also happening in India. Right, for example, in synergy, essentially a lot of technical management is happening, right? Commercial management is happening. So you've got decision makers over here. So the business development guys who were earlier essentially maybe Indians or non-Indians who were doing it outside India, now they are also coming back to India, and hence there is a lot of requirement for business development persons in India. Any and every company would prefer a mariner to sell them. For example, if you are, say, selling chemicals, for example, Drew, for example, Williamson, right? If you are a marine engineer, I mean, your training period is what, maybe a couple of weeks, a month, and that is
Maximum,
only the
maximum. And I'm good
maximum.
to go sell the chemicals.
Absolutely, right? And sell it in the right way. कोई भी कुछ भी उठा के नहीं बेच, right? So those are the absolute right fits. Similarly, on the navigation side, if you are having a, say, a simulator, a nautical simulator, or if you are having these various bridge products, then again a marine officer is probably better. Um, uh, Over here, there are honestly equal amount of number of opportunities if you are at a top 4 level or below that at an operations or a management level, right? And there is equal scope for growth as well. Depending on the kind of product which you have, I have seen fourth engineers, I have seen second engineers, I have seen masters, I have seen third officers getting into business development role and doing fairly well for themselves. This is a game not only of fixed salary, but also of fair amount of incentives, fair amount of targets which are given and you achieving them. So, as a personality, ideally you should not be a very conservative or a operations-driven mindset. Ideally, you should. For example, I'll tell you about myself. When I joined a company, and it took me almost about 6 to 9 months to actually start talking to people and sell the services which the company was offering, or not sell, just informing the services. It didn't come naturally to me. So what I used to do was I used to prepare कि मैं इस call में ये चीज बोलूंगा, ये लिख के रखता था, and then I used to but I've seen so many persons, it comes naturally to them. For example, Praneeth, right? You can and you connect so very well with persons. So so they will be really. I mean, you guys will be a very good into this domain. So number one skill is that you have to be a little outgoing. Confidence has to be there. You should be able to maneuver your way through. You will never be in a black or white over here. You will always be in the gray zone, right? You should be result oriented because the real money that you get is through incentives, right? You will be target oriented. And of course persistent. वो एक बार में कभी भी कोई चीज मतलब बिकेगी नहीं, right? So you have to be at it all the time, and over a period of time, then you make your mark. So पहले 6 महीने it's not going to be easy because you have to build your reputation, and once you build that, that's the time when people will start calling you and then taking your services. So that's essentially about opportunities in BD space.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Really love the insight, and I hope everyone watching this video learns from it. Any queries, put on the comment section, and yes, we are going to ask the experts. Take care. Bye. Jai Mata Di. Hi, if you are a marine engineer or a deck officer who is looking to quit sailing, I think so this video has been of some help. And if you want all details of how to successfully transition from ship to shore for deck side or for engine side, then we have made this complete course free of cost, informative course for you guys on Merchant Navy Decoded. The link is in the description box as well as in the pinned comment. So if you're a marine engineer, you have a different section, different course, and if you're a deck officer, there's a different course for you for successfully transitioning from ship to shore. So please go ahead, do that course, get all the information. If you've got any query, contact Team Merchant Navy Decoded. We will help you, guide you to make welcome changes and become successful. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata Di.